Good morning, everyone. Oh, it's 11:11. There you go. So it's still kind of morning here. We're moving into the afternoon. I had a doctor's appointment this morning, so that's why I'm a little bit late. Everything is fine. I have asthma, so I have to have it monitored, and the weather is getting cold. So make sure you're taking care of yourself in this cold weather. So really interesting things that I feel like I can already see the changes that the sun opposite Uranus with the new moon in Scorpio, which actually happened last night, but we are going to be doing the ritual tonight. If you have not registered for the Scorpio new moon ritual, that information is in the description box. It's the meditation. We do a Reiki healing. It's really amazing. If you haven't done our meditations and Reiki healing circles yet, they're super powerful. And I've had a lot of people talk about how it's like just doing the meditations and having the time to do it and like giving yourself the time to do it has changed their lives, where things are a little bit more clear in your mind when you meditate. So if you're having a hard time focusing, meditation on a regular basis is fantastic. Um, but there's a lot of change and innovation, and I found myself even wanting to change some things. I wish that I could change things on a bigger scale, but I'm doing the best that I can with the gifts that I've been given and the platform that I've been given. I'm not a political person, which is really funny because there was a time in my life that I wanted to be more into politics, but then I realized that I didn't agree with most of the things that either side of the parties were saying. Like, it didn't matter what party they were for or against. I have a lot of my own beliefs, and a lot of my own beliefs come from what I feel and not from what I see or hear. And there were some things that kind of showed up in my existence today that I hadn't really given the time to think about before. And it has to do with my health, because I have been focusing so much on my health lately. I feel like whatever it is that has been your really big focus now, and through this new moon time and this sun opposing Uranus, and allowing us to see where things need to change in our lives so that we can impact people on a bigger scale. And what I mean by that is, like, for example, and I talk about my life to give you guys examples, like I'm not boasting anything or anything like that, but I realized a couple of months ago or several months ago this summer that my health wasn't doing so well. And if I'm not, so I was focusing on my spiritual and my mental and my emotional and all of that, but then I stopped focusing so much on my physical health, and it got pretty bad. It wasn't doing well. So I started to focus more on how I was eating, and I started moving and exercising and walking every day and taking better care of myself. And my asthma had not flared up for years, and it was flaring up. And I have to do all of this because I provide a service to you guys, and I want to be able to be here for you. I want to be able to grow old with my boys, like my 3 boys. I want to be present in people's lives, so I have to focus on my health a little bit more. So for me, my change and transition that I feel like is kind of like I'm ending one cycle in my life and I've started a whole new one. So I really, right now, I want you to pay attention what that is. What is happening in your life right now where you're feeling the pull to change? A lot of people have said to me, oh my gosh, I don't like change and transformation. I don't want to have to do a ritual for the Scorpio new moon to bring in change and transformation. And I'm like, it's going to happen whether you like it or not. But when you're doing the ritual, you're able to set your intentions and show the universe that you're an open vessel to receive. So whether you like, things are going to change and transform, whether you like it or not, right? Kind of talked about this a little bit yesterday. So be aware. Be aware of what it is that you feel like you need to focus on. That little nudge that you feel in your belly, or like you're getting that nudge to do something or say something or act in a different way, That's your intuition telling you something needs to change. Listen to it. Your ego will be the one that says, oh, but we were having so much fun. Let's just stay where we are and not do anything different in our life and not change things for the better. Because I'm content. I don't need chaos. I don't need change. I'm content with everything the way it is. Things are going to change. That's what evolution is. And you can either be ready for it or you can ignore it altogether. So this is your last reminder to register for the Scorpio new moon ritual tonight. We're also doing a meditation next Sunday evening to strengthen our intuition. We're going to be focusing on the crown chakra and the third eye chakra. My self-alignment workshop for November 10th. It's a Sunday. That is available again. And when you go to the website, so the information will be in the description box, or you can just go straight to my website. When you go to the website and you click on it, you can actually see what people have been saying about the workshop. So if you have like questions on whether it's working or not, it's already changing people's lives. And I'm so proud of it. I wasn't going to do another one, but I'm so proud to be part of the journey for you guys that I want to do it one more time before the new year, before the holidays start making us crazy. This will help you get through the holidays. I promise you, it's going to bring you a peace. It's going to bring you an inner peace, an inner knowing. Decisions will be easier to make. Life will just be a little bit easier to live. I'm not going to say that it's a magic pill and everything is just going to be perfect after you're done. But I just want to be able to help and provide the tools for you guys to manifest living your best life, becoming a master manifester. That's my job, is to teach you guys how to do that in any situation that you're in. It doesn't matter, right? So, when it comes to the energy of the cosmos, we've got the same stuff going on that we had yesterday. There's nothing really huge. The moon is going to be sextiling Saturn. I think it's doing it like right now. Yeah. So, and when I talk planets, I am using Western astrology. I had several people on one of the it was the Sagittarius reading. They were correcting me saying that I wasn't saying the planets right because I wasn't using sidereal astrology or Eastern astrology, Vedic astrology, if you will. I know Vedic astrology, but I'm not going to confuse everybody by talking about two different types of astrology here. I'm not going to do that. So I appreciate all of the opinions and such. But when I talk planets, we're going to talk Western because I don't want to confuse. My job is to get the message out, right? If you want to teach people about the planets, make a YouTube channel and do it. And I'm not saying that out of like meanness. I'm just saying that if you want to be able to give out your information, do it on your own channel. So funny. I love it though. So anyways, I feel like there are decisions that need to be made. And you know, it's interesting. It's so funny that we have the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. I literally feel like this is Spirit saying you're being taken care of. So you don't, yes, I understand that you have worries. I understand that you're juggling a lot of things. I understand that right now, materially, isn't the best time for you. But that Four of Swords is saying if you rest, if you, don't push yourself. Do what you have to do. Of course, go to work. I'm not telling you not to go to work. I'm not telling you not to do the things that you have to get done. But in between all of that, when you get a moment to rest, do it. Instead of always going above and beyond and being extra or having to constantly outdo yourself over, it's like you're constantly competing with yourself or other people, that's not going to bring anything any faster. And once you get the thing that you're trying to get, you're going to be like on to the next one anyway. So it's like, why not just take a step back? And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is promising abundance. And it's like, you did it. You don't have to be overly concerned about how it's happening or when it's happening or where it's happening from, right? Some of you are becoming single after a time of not being single. I have stuff on me. Three of Swords. Let's see. Okay. I literally am hearing that I feel like some of you are going to be sideswiped with some sort of information. But here's the thing. Like, I feel like some of you are going to like go through a breakup. And I'm sorry for whoever's going through this kind of pain. And I feel like for those of you that aren't going through a breakup, there's some kind of information that's happening right now, but what you're not seeing with it is that it's actually a good thing. It's not going to be fun in the moment, honestly. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Swords, and the Two of Swords. So yeah, I feel like what's going to happen here is that somebody's going to get some information that sort of sideswipes them, but it's a turning point. And this is something that I feel like this is something that had to happen, not because the person has to learn a lesson, not because they asked for it, not because that this isn't like a karmic lesson that they're learning. This is just a part of their journey. And they weren't going to do it. They weren't going to make the change. So now this is sort of a tower moment, but it's not showing up as a tower moment. Does that make, like, I wouldn't be surprised if the tower came out. We'll put it that way. When I start to clarify. So, yeah, I feel like there's some kind of information that somebody doesn't see coming. And maybe you do see it coming, but you've been avoiding it with this Four of Swords up here. You do know that the change has to happen. You do see it coming. So let's see what the Two of Pentacles is. Do I take the risk? Do I not take the risk? That's what I'm hearing with the Fool on the Two of Pentacles. Do I allow myself to go in this direction? Do I not? It's almost as if when you're in the middle of trying to make a decision, when you're in the middle of trying to figure out the pros and cons, somebody comes along and makes the decision for you, or something or someone comes along, you don't see it coming, makes the decision for you. It's really painful in the moment, but it's a great shift. Like, this is something that has to happen, kind of thing. So let's see what the Four of Swords. Because is the Four of Swords avoidance or resurgence? It's like, so we have the Empress on the Four of Swords. this is really going to help boost your status, your creativity, it feels like this new beginning that you are patiently waiting for, or this new start that you're patiently waiting for. Maybe not even patiently though. I don't know that you're patiently waiting for it. But you've been waiting for something to change for a while now, you know? So let's see what the Nine of Pentacles is. Yeah, you can't pay attention to if you focus too much on where your abundance is going to be coming from, or what, what it's going to look like, or where it's, all the things. If you focus a lot on how, where, like all the how, where, when, why, all of those things, you're not going to realize the abundance when it shows up. It's almost as if you have to stop focusing on what you're trying to achieve in order to achieve it, which is something that we teach in my self-alignment course. That when you allow the universal flow of love, that means that you are no longer so focused on getting what you think that you need to get in order to feel good or survive, right? I do feel like there was a lot of avoidance here. Like there was some sort of and maybe that's why this change is happening, because you were avoiding making the change for so long that now it's kind of coming in a way that you sort of least expect it. So let's see what the Three of Swords is. It's humbling you. Very interesting. So you're being humbled. Whatever information, whatever, and I'm saying it's information because the Knight of Swords looks like he's in an awfully big hurry to tell somebody something. Not in a nice way. And with the Two of Swords, I feel like people are going to be sideswiped. Like, not even see it coming. Nine of Swords. Okay. This has to do with money. Or a lack mentality. Hold on a second. This Wheel of Fortune is going to bring a lot of opportunities to you. This Wheel of Fortune is bringing so many opportunities to you with the Seven of Cups. And I feel like it's overwhelming. But you've already been humbled enough to know that you deserve it. You deserve these opportunities. And Knight of Swords, Two of Swords, Five of Pentacles. I feel like the reason why you don't really see any of this coming, I don't know, it's really strange. It's like part of me wants to say that you knew that you feel like you deserved it. Like, well, I guess I deserved that. Saw that one coming. But I don't feel like you really actually saw it coming. I feel like you're just sort of telling yourself that. And then we have the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Cups. And here's the thing, you guys, is you get an expectation of what that Ten of Cups is going to actually be in your life. And when it becomes a reality check, like and you get into a Nine of Swords state of mind, you can't see that anything else can be happy, that you can be happy, or that anything else is going to be as good as what you once had. But what you once had, if that was supposed to be yours, and if it really was that good, it would still be in your life. Whether that's a person, whether it's a job, whether it's a family situation, I don't know. But I feel like it's time for you to focus on the new opportunities that are coming. I really feel like this is about a breakup or something. And for some of you, it's not going to be a breakup, but there's going to be some kind of information that really, really humbles you and makes you kind of look at stuff in a different sort, like you're forced to look at stuff in a different way, in a different sort of way. And maybe really ready to change it and be ready to change it, but not entirely sure how to do that yet. And for some of you, you're going to have to take a risk. For some of you, you're going to have to be super creative and but not doing anything. Four of Cups, not doing anything, it's like no longer an option, because this information was so painful and put you into this like really big change. And there feels like this is very Sun and Uranus, Sun opposite Uranus situation that's going on, because it's like, how can we get everybody on the same page? You know, how can I make a change in my life or allow this change to happen and get everybody else on the same page at the same time? If this is a breakup, you're better off. I feel like you thought you were once happy with this person, but it doesn't really, I don't feel like it's happening. I don't feel like it's happening. And for you to pull yourself away from the chaos, I feel like you will grow. So you're going to have to like take a risk or something to be able to do that. All right. I love you guys. I do have some more 6-month readings available. These will not be delivered until December, but I'm only doing a limited number. I think I have like 13 left. So 13 spots left. So get one of those. If you want to just do a regular reading with me, I have a couple of spots open next week. If you want to get in for a 30-minute reading, check that out on my website. And the one question, $30 one question readings are also restocked. If you order that this week, if you order the one question reading for $30 this week, I will have them to you this weekend. I think that's it. I love you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and register for the new moon tonight, new moon ritual. Bye.